Well, welcome back to Mead's Outdoor Adventures, and in today's video, the moment you've all been waiting for, and believe me, I've been too. It's the moment we put this thing into use. The garden bedder. Stay tuned. So what we have here is the garden bedder that I made back in, I don't know, September, October. I'll post a link to that video here shortly. But the only thing I added to this since I made the video are these stands. There's one for each side. And as you can see, it's just a 2.5 inch piece of square tubing to go around here. And I got a hole up here and I put a bolt in there and it holds it in place and doesn't let it shake. And just a piece of angle iron, and believe it or not, this is from a Harbor Freight 4x8 trailer, the stands for it. I sold the trailer, he didn't want the stand, so I found use for him. So I can roll this around in the garage and it'll stand put. As far as adjustments, I did make one minor adjustment as I put it together. From watching another video, the gentleman said we should have these at about 30 degrees angle. And the front tip, which is there, should be in line with the inside of the tire, and it's about 1 or 2 inches on the outside of it, but I think that's going to be okay. And we got our springs here directly in line with tires. Now to make this secure, you don't have to use this, but what I use is it's actually for the hitch for your car, so you don't have the ball rattling. This actually tightens up, so that's solid on there. And this hitch that I made is actually solid onto the quick hitch, so the only movement I have is in my lower links of the tractor. And you see it, because of the way it's the pin design, there is some movement there, but I took as much play out of this thing as I could. So without further ado, we'll get this back out in the woods. It's pretty windy today, so I'm not going to be able to talk very much out there. You won't understand me, but I'll try to get as many views as I can of this product in use, and hopefully you get some benefits out of it. So stay tuned. Alright, so this was the before with they were spread out a little too far. Okay, now with our adjustments, our hills are being made just right. Dug a little deeper and it's a little closer, so these are doing real well. So I'm real happy with that. We're going to keep going with the way it is. One thing you can see in between the rows, I am leaving a space here. And it's probably a little too wide here, but what I'm trying to accomplish here is use the tractor, the garden tractor, with a water fertilizer or sprayer, so I can go in between all the rows and spray it without disturbing the plants. So that's the reason for this space here, and it's also going to make it easy to justify where I'm planting everything. So let's keep her going. Well, folks, I probably shouldn't put in this video today, but I wanted to put it in there anyway because, you know, sometimes when you design things yourself, bad things happen. So let's take a look at what happened. And as you can see right here, these U-bolts are probably, I don't know, grade 2, and that one snaps right there. So, but you know what? Back to the drawing board. I'll come up with a solution, and in the next video, we'll definitely get this thing back in the field and working, because it was working. I don't know if I hit a rock. I don't know what happened, but believe me, there's always ways to improve stuff, you know. Okay, so this was the old design. I used some 5/16 U-bolts, as you can see here, and this is what happened to the one on the right side. So to strengthen it up, I decided to go with 5/8 or 3/8 bolts, grade 8 hardware, and a couple pieces of angle iron on the back to support them. So hopefully this design is a heck of a lot stronger. I have one side done. Now it's time to take this side off and repair it. Alright everybody, so day 2 of this adventure here. We got them fixed up last night, and I tried it out in the dark. Looks like I got those nice lights on top of the tractor. As you see, this is the result from last night after I redid it. Definitely an improvement, so it's definitely getting strong, and hopefully it doesn't break this time. So, and we can get this yard done. So without further ado, let's get the tractor started and let's finish this up. Alright folks, so there you have it with the garden better that I made back in October. I'm very happy with the results. As you can see with the span right here, the garden came out pretty good. I have like a little over 40 rows, but between 40 and 50 rows that I can plant, so I'm very happy with that. But pros and cons of this thing, I mean, the biggest con that I had was with my design. You know, I used those 5/16 U-bolts and that was way too weak. They snapped, so we upgraded with the 3/8 bolts, grade 8. And as you can see, with right here compared to the other video with the U-bolts, these are still perfectly straight. So definitely it was worth it. Should have done that in the first place, but hey, you got to learn from your mistakes, right? As far as these S-tines are concerned, I don't know. I don't know if they did anything other than maybe keep the bedders, the wheels actually going in a certain amount, you know, keeping them level. I don't know. They definitely weren't cleaning up the tire ruts like they're supposed to, but the ground is so hard. I mean, I don't think it made a difference. So I'm thinking it's more of my ground that the S-tines didn't work the way they're supposed to than the actual S-tines doing their job. So that's just my personal opinion. We'll have to check next year and see if we get any different results. But as far as this year, this field is pretty much done with the big tractor. I mean, unless I need to fertilize it or something, you know, maybe I'll throw some fertilizer out there. But my little garden tractor is going to be doing most of the work, you know, keeping this field looking good and keeping it watered. So, but there you have it, folks. That's the video you all been waiting for, the garden better. Please leave a comment below if you think there's something I was doing wrong or something I should improve on the design, or just something in general. You know, just leave me a comment. Tell me how good I'm doing or how crappy I'm doing. I don't care. But if you did like this video, hit that like button for me. And if you aren't a subscriber yet, join the 500 and subscribe now. And we'll catch you on the next time. Ameed's Outdoor Adventures. Take care.